What's going on, DMG Clan? Today is the day that I do a giveaway for 3 of the P4 tools and die while playing Mario. Super Mario Bros. 3, that is. So let's level up our gaming knowledge even more with a hacked PS4 in 2024. How's it going, DMG Clan? Today, yes, we are going to go and do a nice giveaway while I mess around on the PS4, play some emulation, and show you guys everything that you could do with this, like playing Nintendo, or PSP, or PlayStation, or GBA, or Super Nintendo. So yes, you can do a whole bunch of different things with a hacked PS4, and yes, use RetroArch if you know how to use RetroArch. Welcome Little Winkle, Corey Christie, King Trio, Cyber Network, and anybody else that jumps in. Not that I can see everybody in here unless you actually chat in. We are going to play around. I'm going to answer some questions. I just finished Mario 64 again yesterday. Awesome. I was actually playing Zelda this morning on my Retroid Pocket 2 Plus for a bit. How's it going, Stevie Seams? Turn that off. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about what this thing can do, basically any questions about hacking your PS4 while we're doing the live, and what you could do with the PS4 or anything like that, just shoot a message. So basically right now I have set up some games. I called this one Crash Bandicoot because you can just rename the game whatever you want. And yeah, you can play some PlayStation games. You can play some PSP, some PS2. You do need a computer to do that, to actually format the game file to what is called a fake package so that you can install it. So if you want me to show you all that kind of stuff, I can do a video about that. I follow somebody called Modded Warfare, and they do a really good job at sharing that kind of stuff as well. But I can share some of that kind of stuff with you guys if you want to see it. Mick Clock, how's it going? Mick Clockle, Mick B, Red Rum's art wall. It works like a PS3 hack, right? If you turn on the console and off, it goes away. So yeah, this does work like that. I did mention that in the video, where if you turn the console completely off, you do have to put that little dongle adapter. So I have this right here, just sitting on my desk. You do have to plug that back in and let it do its thing, or you can just leave it plugged in if you don't use your Ethernet cable. You can just leave it plugged in all the time if you want to. I always just take the USB cord out and then just plug the USB in to actually power it on, so that you can actually play all your games that you have on here. Now, if you have a whole bunch of emulators and games and stuff like that installed, you won't be able to play them unless they're games that you got from the Sony store or whatever. But if you installed any games or anything like that and tried to play them while logged in to the internet and not jailbroken, then you won't be able to play those games. Does it update hen, or is it just one update? So you can update this. So they actually show a method to update it. I updated my other one the other day because I wanted to see what the actual update was all about. So yes, you can update it. It basically, I think it does use a Pico chip inside it. If you guys know what that is, it basically is just like that, because what you have to do is hold down, there's a little button, just like a Pico board. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's like a little button on the one side, and you hold it down and then plug the USB cable into your computer, and then you'll be able to actually update it using a tool that they provide you on their website. So their website videos don't have any voiceover or anything like that. So that's why I did the video that I did the other day showing you how to downgrade that tool. That's just a different video altogether, though. That's downgrading it so that you can actually you can actually use it for like 9, 9.6, 10, 10.01. Otherwise, if you want to just update your PS4 to 11.0 or 11.00, then you can, and it works just right out of the box. So these ones right here on the table, these are already set up for versions 11.0, and you just have to plug it in, update your PS4 to 11.0 if you don't want to mess around with the computer. And you can actually do all that from your PS4 as well, right? So if you plug in a USB USB stick, I think you can, if I remember correctly, you can just update it to the version that you want. Now, you do have to have that update downloaded onto your USB stick, because then when you do the update for your PS4, which I've done a couple times, then you won't be able to go back down or anything either, right? So this will only work for homebrew stuff. So homebrew stuff, what do you mean by that? So like, you can play homebrew emulation, you can install game backups. So So I dumped this game, the CD-based game, and ended up just using a program on the computer and converted it to a package file, and I installed it. So it's installed on this one, and it's installed on my other PS4. And then I just have this right here. So you don't have to, you can just install all your games and stuff. Now, online play, that was another question I actually had, I think today or something. This is the program that you use to actually dump your games and stuff too. So you can dump your game, it dumps to a SD or I don't know why I have problems with calling this a stick. USB stick. You need to at least have like a USB stick that's 128 gigabytes. And yeah, so you do need something to dump it to, because you're going to plug that USB stick into the computer, and then there's some steps to do to actually transfer it back onto your PS4, that is. So you have to convert it to a fake package file, and then you can convert it to your PS4 and just basically install it using the Buckbox or the Gold Hen tool that's on the actual PS4 itself. So pretty straightforward. It's not really that hard to do if you just read the instructions and follow the instructions, but if you want me to do something for that as well, I can. I'll maybe do a video on how to dump your games and convert them if you want me to. But yeah, homebrew gaming, you can convert your PS4 to a Linux machine. It doesn't actually overwrite your actual PS4's drive or anything. So that's why when I said the thing about you can play PS3, you can technically play some Wii, some PS3, some Wii, some 3DS, DS, emulation, any emulation that you can play on Linux, you can almost play on this. I haven't tested all that stuff out. I might do a video about that though, because I've been curious about doing that for a while, and yeah, you can basically play emulation stuff. Glad I caught the live. Yeah, so the live's gonna still be available after the fact as well for those that couldn't catch the live. And yeah, you'll be able to watch this later. I will announce who the winners are, just in case you can't watch the whole thing. I'll announce it right after I'm done with the live. If I have time to do it today, like this afternoon, I'll do it sometime this afternoon before I go to bed at least, so that you guys have time to actually reach out to me and claim your prize if you won. Now again, only one content creator, one YouTube account, that is, per winner. So like if you have 3 YouTube accounts that you've entered with or something, then if you have won twice and you've told me that, then I will just move on to the next person and they will get the prize. So or we'll just rerun the giveaway for that, because I don't need 3 extras of these, so I just want to give them away to whoever wants to use it. And if you don't want to use it, so if you've won, you've commented, and you don't want to use it, then just let me know and I can just move on to the next person as well. So it does, you know, I'm going to be using random.org, so it costs me $1 to just run the giveaway. And if you want to check out the giveaway results after as well, you can. So I like using random.org because I've been using it for years. I've used it for other things, and well, so I've already got all the names. I've got all the members' names. I've got all the bonuses, all the names from the video that you could comment on. There was, I think, nearly 600 something comments on that video for the giveaway. That was pretty crazy. That video is up to like 70,000 views. That's probably the biggest video I've had on the channel in a short period of time, which is pretty cool. Didn't actually expect it to blow up that much. Within like the first week, it had like nearly what, 50,000? I think something like that. And yeah, that's pretty crazy. Sometimes videos that I release only have like 50,000 views within like 2 or 3 months. So you want to enter, but I don't know how. So if you missed out on any of the main entries, then the only way to enter, like I said in the description, like right now, is if you send me like $1, then I do, you know, use that dollar as a one entry kind of thing. So if you want to donate to the channel kind of thing, you can. But that's, you know, I try to do these as free as possible. So if you... Oh, that's lots. I thought that was I had to do a password. But that's how I do these entries or anything. I don't really, you know, push saying, hey, if you didn't make it, send me $1 and I'll do it as an entry. It's more of, hey, if you donate to the channel, anything you want, it's $1 donation. I just give away an entry for every $1 kind of thing. So if you wanted to get 50 entries into this thing, even though it's a $30 item, then you could send me $50. Or if you just want to send me $50 as a donation to support the channel, which it does help, then that's great. And I really appreciate it. Sorry, I thought my cat was on my bed. God, it's the bag blowing. I think it would pull that many views seem like a well-put video. Well, thank you. Yeah, I really, when I got it, so the company reached out to me a few months prior, and then I didn't think anything about it after. And then they sent me an email again saying, hey, they're ready to go. Do you want us to send you this tool? And I said, sure, but I want you to send me this many because I want to give some away. So they did. And then I basically announced that I was going to give away 3 out of the 5. I have 2 PS4s, so yeah, I decided I was going to give away 3. Keep the other 2. Ow. And I can't wait to see who gets it. So like I said, if you don't want it, let me know. We can just move on to the next person. But if you do want it and you need help setting it up, or if you have any questions, like I did do a video about how to set it up. And that's why I did that video the way I did. I just fell in the hole because I'm talking. So that it's kind of like a guide, but kind of a showcase of what this thing can do, because it really does work really well. And in the very first video that I did, yeah, I did show, hey, you have to basically, if you turn off your PS4, you have to plug it back in, which is not really a big deal to most people. But if you use your Ethernet cable a lot, then maybe it might be. I had an idea that maybe it could work with an Ethernet switch attached, so that you could have, or maybe like a splitter or something, and then you could have your Ethernet. But I don't think the PS4 can really recognize that you have 2 different Ethernet ports plugged in, so I think that would just conflict with actually using the internet, because you've set up the internet with one Ethernet cable, basically, right? So this level is always hard. That's why I'm kind of... But yeah, if you guys want me to test out some like Nintendo, if you guys want me to try something else out, I got PSP on here. I didn't really test it out too much, so I can maybe jump on PSP after and try out Liberty Cities. I didn't do a whole bunch of games either. I only did just the one, but I did transfer over games. And if you want me to show you how to set up your game folders and stuff like that, because it's a little bit different than if you are used to like setting up like an emulation device, for example, and you use... if you use like a gaming handheld or something, where you put your games in like a specific ROMs folder, these emulators, you have to actually put it in the corresponding folder, and you have to set it up a certain way to do that. So basically you have to load the emulator first, and then it'll create a whole bunch of folders for you, and then you place your games in the ROMs folder of that actual emulator. And it's just a little bit different. Not like the same as your typical... Oh, crap. Would have been a bonus. Your typical set up your emulators and put your ROMs on a ROMs folder. Coming soon, new jailbreak for the PS4 11.52. Hopefully. Selling new 3DS for $280 and upward. Are you running this on the PS4? Yeah, right now I'm running this on the PS4. So I basically created a fake package file, and I did that with the computer. So there's programs for your computer where you can create these files, and then you can run them on the PS4. So I'm going to play until I get to another save point, and then I will show you some PSP. So yeah, I am doing this on the PS4. There's PS4 controller and everything. And I bought a PS4, I think it was last year. It literally sat in a box, and I bought it from Pawn Shop. And it sat in the box because it was on version 11, and I couldn't do anything with it. So I decided to let it sit there until hopefully something came out. And then a mod came out, or not a mod, a jailbreak came out that you could do with your PC. And I thought that was a little bit annoying. And then another one came out, and I shared that, which was for rooting your Android phone. But not everybody can root their Android devices, so that one was sort of annoying. And then this company reached out to me, and I was like, sweet. And then I guess there's other companies that have these things too, and they weren't really as well known. So yeah, this one came out. I had to release it and share it with you guys so that you would know that, hey, this thing works well, and it's only one little adapter, because these other adapters too, you actually need like an extra Ethernet cable, and then you need another cable plugged into it, and then you need, I don't know, I didn't really look into it too much, but from the picture, that's what I saw. I missed that box. I don't like this level. Hi, hiya, hi. Yeah, I did it. Oh man, how can I tell if I'm entered in the giveaway? So I will, if you commented on that video, so the video that you had to comment on, which is, back here. So you had to comment on this one right here. And the comments are already gathered. Everything is already gathered. Paste. So that was the video you had to comment on. And then yesterday, 2 days ago, I ended up releasing another video about how to downgrade your dongle, or your P4 tool is what they call it. I call it a dongle because it's technically a little dongle. And this was the other one. So if you want to go check out all the comments on there, you can, but I will, I can search your name really quickly. I'm not going to do it for everybody because that gets a little bit messy, Wayne, I think. It's like, if you say, oh, did I enter? I'm just, it's really not, you know, there's a lot of comments, so. Video 1, so let me see. 630 entries for the first video. And then, of course, if you're a DMG Clan gamer member or master member, members, no matter what on the channel, they get extra entries based off of their membership tier. So if you ever miss out on a giveaway, because I do run a lot of giveaways on the channel as well, then if you're a master member or a gamer or base member, you always have the opportunity, especially if you miss the live, to gain 5, 10, or 15 entries unless you've been a member for more than 3 months. Members for more than 3 months, base members get 5 by default, but they get double that if they've been a member for more than 3 months. And then gamers, they get 15 or 10 by default, sorry, and they get double that as well. And then same with master members, they get 15, and that's for Patreon members as well. So if you don't want to be a YouTube member, you can be a Patreon member. Patreon members, they also get visuals of things that I can't share on YouTube. So certain things I can't share on YouTube, I share on Patreon. Sometimes I share websites on Patreon that I don't share on YouTube, if you know what I mean. And yeah, so I share things like that. I share sneak peeks of things with my membership tiers as well. So right now I developed the DNA Duo. I don't know if everybody knows about that, but it's a secondary screen, basically a portable display that I say matches your DNA or becomes part of your device's DNA, and it allows you to play dual screen emulation. It also allows you to use it for whatever you want to use it for. So like I can use it on my monitor and keep an eye on the chat on a little screen. I'm not using it today though, because I'm using all three of my main displays that I can actually plug into my computer right now so that I could actually see my game on a bigger screen rather than a little tiny screen. But yeah, so that's something else that I like to kind of emphasize, is that I do run a lot of giveaways, and that includes even the giveaway that I'm running right now for this awesome, I'll pull it out of the box. I shared the details about this on that video, or the last video. So this thing right here, this is an AYN Odin 2. For those that don't know what this is, it's a handheld gaming Android device. And I customized the buttons with secure retro modding buttons. Not sure if you guys can see that. Let me double check. There we go. So yeah, secure retro modding buttons. They're PlayStation style. And then I used my Cricut and stuck a permanent vinyl sticker on there. You can peel it off if you want to. The only thing that's missing, yes, it's missing the joysticks that are symmetrical. But yeah, I'm giving this away with a 256 gigabyte micro SD card as well. And that is at 30,000 subscribers. I've already mentioned that as well. You can still gain entries to that for free. So if you check out the PlayStation series, you want to gain an entry, then go comment on those videos. There's certain things you have to comment on those videos. You'll probably get the hint when you see the first one, the one that I said you have to say, I like apples. I'm going to tell you that. You have to say different things during different videos. Sometimes you don't even have to say anything other than just commenting. Like today's video that was released about dumping your games. So if you want to go get free entries into that, once I reach 30,000 subscribers, I'm going to be running that big giveaway for this beautiful PlayStation Edition AYN Odin 2, and it's free, right? So it's a free giveaway. It's not really anything you have to pay into, and you just have to watch the videos and comment. So I do sneaky things sometimes in those videos as well for free giveaways. Sometimes I do things. I say, hey, if you made it this far in the video, then you gained 5 bonus entries or something, kind of thing. So yeah, I do that kind of stuff. Yeah, so I've given away now 3 or 4, I think 4 AYN Odin 2s on the channel, and basically just for commenting on the videos, because honestly, just viewing and commenting does help the algorithm a lot. Like the more comments that you put on a video, the more that video gets pushed out to other people, and obviously it also helps with my titles and my thumbnails and stuff like that, of course. But from the analytics side of things, what I've noticed is that when people comment a lot on a video, it sometimes becomes more noticeable, and that is, I think, just because it's being so actively viewed, and yeah, the algorithm's doing its thing. So that's probably why. What? Okay. Love to everyone. Gonna do it for the Steam Deck. Is it possible to order just the adapters for third devices, such as the Odin 2? So yeah, you can. How did I just die? Oh, okay. So yes, you can. So if you go onto the website on Indiegogo, here, I'm gonna pause this for a second. I'm gonna actually show you guys the screen, because I didn't actually show anybody how to actually navigate the. Probably should. So if you go and, like, if you wanted to pick one of these, for example, get this perk, you can actually pick between what adapter you want. So if you wanted to pick like the monitor clamp, the desktop clamp, the Odin 2 clamp, or the Asus, whatever, you could. So that's why I did the Retroid one the way I did, because I didn't want to do any more bundles or anything like that. So you could just pick this and then pick the Retroid one, and it's basically the same price as the bundle, right? So this is the prices in Canadian as well. So it'll be different for you. So if you went and got the Steam Deck one, for example, there's been 11 that have claimed that one. Awesome. The Steam Deck is actually my favorite out of all of the 3 major devices or 4 major devices because of how the Steam Deck OS works. But yeah, so if you wanted to pick like the Odin 2 one, but I'm only doing the Odin 2 one in black. And for another question that I've been getting a lot, I know I answered this in my one video. Is the material going to be different? Yes, the material is going to be way different than what it is. So website is pretty easy to navigate. It's set up. Yeah, so like it does give you the option just to pick like the add-ons and stuff, right? So that true comments help a lot. Yeah, they do. So they definitely do. Have a good one. Go. Any way to go live? You could use a camera. you could film your monitor, I guess. You could go old school and just take a video of what you're playing. Yeah, now I'm just showing you a blank screen. Back to the game. So yeah, you could do it that way. Capture cards are pretty cheap nowadays though, so like I don't know where you live or whatever, but I know some countries it's hard to get things like that. But yeah, you can get like the one that I'm using and the one that I've used all this time, that knock on wood hasn't failed on me. It was literally 20 bucks on Amazon. I've linked it before, and yeah, it was just a little $20 capture card. And then you use a program which is also free for your computer, which is called OBS Studio, and just start recording. You plug your HDMI into whatever device you're wanting to play on that uses HDMI, of course, and then a driver installs. Oh, crap. A driver installs, and then yeah, you can just screencast it to YouTube or whoever you want, or just record your gameplay footage, whatever you want to do. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, is just streaming it. I think I'm using Wi-Fi too right now, not even hardwired into you guys, so it seems like it's working okay. So yeah, if you guys missed out on any entries, any donations on the channel, on this video, on this live, go towards your entries. If you don't want to donate, that's fine too. If you want to just hopefully win because you commented on my video. Why do I keep hitting? I don't remember what's over there. Very getting bad. So yeah, I'm giving away 3 of them today. I'm going to use random.org for anybody that just jumped in. And if you have any questions, if you just jumped in here about how the hack goes, I think I've already saved this game. I don't know why I'm having so many problems right now. Okay. I was trying to be quiet for a second so I can concentrate on this. I just want to get to another save point and then we can check out some other stuff. Because I ended up installing Liberty City Stories from the PSP. I didn't do any PlayStation. So you can't use CHD files. I have all of my stuff converted to CHD files, and I know how to convert them back to ISOs and whatever, or bin queues, but I had to convert my entire library of my PlayStation this morning because I was like, I don't have any ISO files. And yeah, so yeah, you can't convert non-ISO files. Okay, I'm over this. I'm gonna go play some NES. So yeah, we can play Super Nintendo or Nintendo, and you can basically just jump right back into it, and the game will just continuously, well, the emulator will continue running in the background. And I think you can with this one. You can change like your resolutions and stuff. You can make it really small. fit, full screen, aspect. I know people don't like it when I stretch my out, so give it an aspect so I don't change the filters and stuff. I don't like linear. Linear just looks bad to me. Just it really looks like it's just not good. All blurry. Change their effects. Now this, I like this effect. It kind of reminds me of an old CRT TV, which is what it's called, CRT Geom. Show FPS counter. You can change your button mapping and all that kind of stuff as well. I don't like my A to be my circle, B. There we go. No, I did the buttons wrong again. Oops. Oh well. But yeah, so you can do a whole bunch of different things with a hack PS4, and maybe I will do a video about converting it to Linux. I think that would be interesting. I think I keep pressing a button for... What the heck? I'm pushing a button for rewinding the game. Okay. Interesting. Joy A is going to be... I want that. Where is the hotkey? Menu button. And I'm still backwards. I don't know why I can't think of the button layout for the... Only 2 buttons. It's still not working. Someone help me here. That's an effect, totally tubular. Joypad A. B square. And it's still not working properly. Why? Oh. There we go. Oh, that didn't work either. So I notice a problem with this emulator specifically, and you might want to use RetroArch for this. So it's not picking up my... I don't know what it's doing here. Maybe it's because I have 2 buttons matched to the same, that's why. Okay. That's better. There we go. Okay, never mind. User error. I was only messing around with this morning. I haven't tried this yet. I've been just messing around with RetroArch on the other PS4 that I set up. So now the screen's super small. That's because I just changed it to this. There we go. Fit. There. I've mentioned this before on the channel. This is my very first Mario game that I ever played. This is very cool that you can just play like PS4 or emulation like this on the PS4. Now I lost my tail, so I can't fly up there. And you can do save states, I think, too. So save states are pretty... It was... L1, R1. For some reason the options button doesn't either. Maybe it's because I just jumped back in. Oh, here it is. No, that's the video clip button. Yeah, I don't know why. There was save states though. I'm pretty sure there's states. There we go, right there. Yeah, okay, that's how you do it. Then the triangle button, that's a rewind button. Interesting. Never had that before. How long does the entire process installing a PicoFly chip and installing the firmware take? For Linux, you mean, or? So like the chip itself, like you get, so like in this box, is basically already set up for version 11. So I did a video yesterday or 2 days ago about how it all works if you wanted to downgrade. If you are in version like 9 or something, then you could just downgrade the actual firmware that's on the inside of this, and you can use that instead. Now that just takes as long as it takes you to just transfer everything onto your PC and stuff, right? So I know my video was probably, I think it was maybe 12 minutes long or something, but yeah, that process, I think I understand what you're saying, is not very long. Sometimes like it does have a bug randomly where it won't push the actual payload right away. So I've had that happen a couple times. So what I do is I just unplug everything completely and then plug it all back in again, and it just pushes the payload. And I don't really turn off my PS4 unless I move it and stuff. So but if you do turn it off, or you like to turn off your PS4, it really isn't that long of a process to wait around for. If that, I hope that answers your question. I went through the videos. Go for this OLED version. Oh, you're talking about the Switch. Oh, okay. So for when I do like a Switch, like the regular Switch, that only took me just shy of like 30 to 40 minutes, I guess, for that Switch. The Switch Lite takes longer because of that little cable that you have to, little ribbon cable that you have to solder down. So it's a little bit more tedious and takes a little bit longer. I think it takes me about an hour to do a Switch Lite because I take my time with it and make sure, and I'm not, you know, a professional at any means, and I've said that. I've said I'm not, you know, a professional at doing any of this. So I did a video about some techniques as a non-professional person doing soldering or anything, to show you how to do it and ways that you could do it so that you don't end up accidentally soldering the other capacitors and stuff. I know that's completely off topic from what we're doing today, but yeah. Mario Bros. 3 is my favorite. So yeah, I remember it vividly to this day, at least. I woke up in the middle of the night and my mom was playing Super Mario Bros. 3. And that was the first time I ever remember seeing anything to do with this game. And then I played some Zelda back then. I played Super Mario Bros. 1. Didn't really like Super Mario Bros. 2 too much. And I don't think to this day I've ever beaten Super Mario Bros. 2. So maybe that's something I should do, maybe. I wasn't a fan of Super Mario Bros. 2. I feel like it was like a whole completely different game. And I know the history of it and stuff, but I just did not really like it as much. And then Super Nintendo came out. Got a Super Nintendo when I was growing up, and I played the crap out of Super Mario World. And yeah, I love everything about it. I know all the secret areas. I've played the game 50 different times, probably. Like, just different ways to play it and beat it. Like, just going through all the secrets and stuff and beat that way, or beating every level. And I've even played some of the game patches and stuff for it as well, so. Which completely changed the whole game, right? So. But this one, Super Mario Bros. 3, this was always one of my favorites, especially the giant levels like this one. Get the newer update to work with external display. So it works with the external display. The problem being with that right now, and Ashley from AYN, I've been emailing her almost every other day for the last couple weeks, has said they're working on it. The problem is that, crap, when you play DS games or any games that, crap, require like projection mode. So I created a game, just a mini little game that does nothing really. It's just a player that walks around on the screen using the D-pad and stuff, that uses projection mode, and that's what Drastic uses. And yes, I downgraded my one Odin, and I showed a video on how to do that. The only downside is you can't do it with the Odin Mini. So I contacted her. I said, hey, I want you guys to fix this because it's not only just for Drastic, it's also for desktop mode. And desktop mode, if you guys don't know what that is, allows you to utilize the second display, and it also allows you to utilize your main display. So let's say you wanted to watch a YouTube video about how to do something on your Odin 2. You could use the DNA Duo to watch a YouTube video on that screen, and then set up your emulator on the other screen. And that's what desktop mode is. But for some reason, their desktop mode on the Odin 2 right now is flipped sideways. There is a way to rotate it. Retroid has proven that you can do this because they have in their... Got lucky there. They have in their Odin settings application, which is the exact same application for the Odin, by the way. Not sure if they just hire a company out to develop their OS or whatever, or their applications and stuff. But I did a lot of deep diving. I hard rooted my Odins and my Retroid. I rooted my Retroid last weekend, actually, because I wanted to look at the source code. So, yeah, I know I'm rambling on more about this, but I've done a lot of work at trying to figure this freaking thing out. But Android 11 and above, they've changed a lot of stuff. And I know that as an Android developer myself, that they've changed a lot of stuff. And it's very annoying that they've changed a lot of stuff that used to be easy to do, where now it's not really as easy. And the coding and stuff like that is just so much different. So, there's ways that on Android 10 that you can actually manipulate the settings of your device easily, whereas after Android 11 basically, or Android 11 and above, it's I don't know. I couldn't find anything online that was just straightforward, hey, this is how you do it. And I did a lot of research. Yeah, so that's what's up with that right now. If anything, if you're really wanting to play DS emulation, like my one Odin 2 that I use every day, which is my retro one, which is the Rainbow Retro, like it's the for Famicom style one, it's downgraded to 308. So I came out with a little thing that you can do with that. So what I did is I completely rooted both of my devices, and what I mean by that is that you can actually configure all of the files inside the OS, and the way you do that is by flashing a module with Magisk to actually get access to read-write permissions on the OS side of things. So I did all that and everything so that I can copy all of the files and all of the applications from version 3.18, I think it's 3.18, the latest version of the Odin, on my blue one. So the blue one that's behind me right now on the shelf. I copied all of the files from there, and yes, I had to root that one to do this, so that you can have all the latest features and everything on version 2.08, because honestly, the updates don't really change a lot other than the fact that they messed up one major thing that wasn't really presented a lot until I said, hey, look what this can do with Drastic, for example. So, which is playing dual screen emulation, right? So I also shared a video about how to play 3DS, and if any developers know Kotlin, because I don't know Kotlin, which is the language that Lime 3DS is developed in, I showed a way that you can do it, but I'm not going to share that because it's not really a good way. So, yeah, I shared a video about that, though. I did a little short. How am I getting this lucky? Do you think I can get them all? These stars were in the corner. Oh, I messed it up. I thought I was gonna get them all. Yeah. Holy cow, that sounds like a pain to do. Yeah, like I said, I spent way too many hours on trying to figure this out, and I basically sent Ashley a message saying, hey, you need to fix this. And it's something that I've had other people actually asking me about behind closed doors, either on Discord or even just like right now, like you just asked me. And I'm like, I shouldn't be the one to figure this out or have to answer this. Like, there's got to be a way. I just don't know completely the source code of Android, like the back end of Android, right? So if I did know that, I would create a custom ROM by now. I would create a custom ROM and just use all the APK files, which are just the Odin settings is just an APK file, by the way. And so is the game assistant application and stuff on the Odin. Literally just an application that they wrote. Ah. You reached out to them and they didn't respond? Yeah, of course they didn't. They're probably working on the Odin 3 right now. Or they are actually Retroid, because Retroid's coming out with a new handheld as well. Who knows? Not sure if they're actually the same company. They probably just outsource a company for developing their OS and their apps. I'm sure that's what they do. They probably just handle developing the actual device itself, or designing it and developing it, whatever. They're doing very good right now. Ah! What I told them is that it wouldn't work well with the displays and orientation. So yeah, that's one thing I showed. So my Retroid is plugged in on my side table bed right now. But I showed them, and I think I even showed you guys already once too, that Retroid has in their Odin settings, or their handheld settings, I keep saying Odin settings, it's the same application. I've copied the Retroid handheld application to my Odin, and it worked. Yeah, it just... And I looked at the source code of it as well. But yeah, so I showed them, and I just couldn't figure out where Retroid's version was rotating the display, because it has a feature in it that says rotate external display when connected to external like display, basically. And I couldn't figure out where that was. I couldn't figure out how they did it. I don't know how they did it. It must be something that's part of their source code, but there's got to be a script or something to actually be able to switch that. So yeah, they have to fix this. That's the end of the story, right? Like, it's something that they need to fix. It's something that's part of the operating system. That it's not just for this sake. It's for multiple different reasons. Like, you can actually wirelessly stream your device to your TV, and you could use like one screen for your main display and one screen for something else, kind of thing, with desktop mode as well. And if it's not going to work properly with desktop mode, especially with a powerful device that's so expensive, then I want my money back. That's how I look at it, but I'm not going to actually request my money back, but that's basically how I feel. And yeah, I want the OS to actually be good. But they've been good at keeping up to date with it, at least. They haven't just dropped it, unlike their Odin 1. They dropped their Odin 1. But yeah. For the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, that's the big thing, Pack 925. They so I've talked to a few people about that whole if they're the same company or not thing. I've even talked to the admin of I could actually just keep that running. Let's go to PSP. If oh yeah, we gotta shut this. So I talked to the admin of the Discord group for Retroid, and he says they're not, and like I believe they're probably not, but they might be using the same like company for their processors, their chips, their applications and stuff. So maybe they're using the same company to develop their OS for their Android and the same company to develop their oh, actually playing. Now I think PSP is a little bit choppy for some games. So I don't know if there's a way to change the resolution scaling and stuff like that. But yeah, so I talked to Discord admin and all that fun stuff, and I even sent Retroid an email. I was like, are you guys the same company? And they never really responded. And I think they're just using maybe the same companies for developing their application, but it wouldn't make sense if they were doing that. Why? Yeah, PSP is really choppy. I don't know if there's a different... There's no settings or anything like that for me to change it to. Try this and see. I don't think aspect ratio is gonna... So, I don't think a company would use the same app for two different companies. Yeah, like Ambernick and Retroid aren't going to be using application. So, PSP front, I'm not going to play PSP because I thought it was choppy, like the sound is choppy, really bad wise. So, yeah, this is not, I'm not playing this. Mess around with this later and maybe do a video about how to set this up properly. I did this really quick today, so it's really not playable right now. That's just for this game. Grand Theft Auto is a hard game to run to begin with. Not my... The Retroid Pocket 4 Mini has a small screen, 3.7-inch OLED. Yeah, I did see that. I was watching yesterday, I was watching the Discord blow up about. See, this is one thing. So I did a video the other day about why I don't recommend RetroArch. And this is RetroArch on PS4. Maybe I'm missing something, but where is the, hey, this is the application for playing Game Boy Advance, right? So it's really really not my favorite when it comes to setting up emulation as RetroArch. I've said that because it's just a personal thing, and I like standalone emulators. And the MGBA emulator on...
Here we go.
The MGBA emulator on the PS4 is kind of buggy. I don't know why when I try to select a game, it just bugs out. RetroArch, we need to go back into the settings. Settings, video. There we go. Now it's not sped up like a crazy person. Oh, and the buttons are backwards again. I agree. Prefer standalone emulation. I suppose that really got into RetroArch, understood. And yeah, it's not really my favorite because of the UI. The UI is just a mess, and I know you can change it to like XMB and all that stuff. It's just not there. And especially with people that don't know anything about emulation, that just come into this and they stare at this. And even me right now, I'm having a problem with remembering. Quick menu. When you're going and looking for certain settings, it's like, where do I go here? Like, what am I doing? I'm trying to figure out how to go to my quick menu. Okay, save state slot. And yeah, and then at the beginning when we were trying to figure out which emulator to pick for Game Boy Advance, this is only for this one at least, there wasn't a way for me to actually look and search for it easily. Whereas when I went to Homebrew store, right here, I don't have the internet connected right now to this one because I have up that way. I don't know if I have. So yeah, that's one downside too to the adapter. So if you do leave it connected, you do have to manually just go back to your Wi-Fi settings and connect it again. Settings for exist, and just connect back to Wi-Fi. Now I'm gonna go to the homebrew store for a second. I don't think there's anything on the homebrew store that's gonna connected failed. Retroid Pocket 3 Plus is fine for me. Yeah, it's a preference thing too, right? So like if you got used to using it and you like it, then use it. But it's more of a preference thing, I think, and I just don't like the UI. So where I can go into the homebrew store here and not download that. If I go and store app by group emulators, I can just know that hey, this one's for SNES. Should work, right? So SNES, this one's for SNES. Yeah, that is one big thing. Which one do you pick? But I usually pick the one that looks most colorful. Not really. No, I just pick one that I kind of just I search quickly online. Hey, which one's best for PS4? But right now, like honestly, I can imagine that even like the P-Gen one for Sega Genesis or Mega Drive probably works really good. Like it's not really the hardest system to emulate. And that's where the big thing is. Like, oh, people say use RetroArch for Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, NES. I don't use it for 64 because I use Mupen, the standalone emulator for that because I bought it on Android. But yeah, you can get homebrew games and stuff too on here. I don't know what any of these games are. I've never tried any of them. We can get Flappy Bird Tetris style or something. Oh, cool, Spelunky. I'm gonna actually get that. Hope that's not allowed. These are all homebrew games anyways, so media, you can download Netflix and YouTube. I don't know about Amazon Prime though. It doesn't look like you can get Amazon Prime. You can get Paramount, Apple TV. So at least you know you can still use this normally for like Netflix and stuff like that if you want to. Use your media player, so if you want to plug in a USB stick and watch movies off that as well, you could. P4 Explorer. So PS4 Explorer for anything lower than 11. I'm using this one now because this one kept on freezing on me, making me have to reinstall the actual mod again. We have Cheats Manager and not sure what that is. Payload loader, Pokemon Tetris. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to check that out. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of different things you could do with this. I don't think I copied. Let's see what Splunky's classic is. I don't think I copied any Sega games, so I'm not. Open is better, anyways. Yeah, use What the heck is my thing here? So all the emulators, yeah, M64 Plus is what I use. That's the one that I use actually. I don't use Mupen. I think I never understood if those were the same. M64 Plus Pro is what I've heard. That's the one that I have. This is cool. I don't know if you guys know what Spelunky is, but yeah, you can play Spelunky Classic homebrew games. And of course, there's a whole wide range of stuff you could do too with the jailbroken PS4. You can just find things online. You can find package files online. Not everything is on the homebrew store. Oops. So you can just do some Google searching and try to figure stuff out. It's really that easy, honestly. Ow. I just died. I think that's time. That's time. So yeah, I think they're the same. They should be. Yeah, I don't know. When you go to the Google Play Store, I'm just gonna look at the Google Play Store for a second. You type in N64 emulator. You have M64 Plus. And I thought there was one that was called just Moopin. I thought Moopin was just the core for that. Retro 64. Yeah, I was pretty sure. Yeah, so it is. I think Moopin is just the core for M64. I swore they used to they called this before. It used to be called Moopin. I just know it works. I've been using the M64 emulator for years. I know it works, so that's all that matters to me. And it plays games really well, so that's all that matters to me, at least. And that's the one that I always say, hey, go get that one. And the only difference between the free version and the paid version is ads. And if you don't care about that, then use the free version if you want to support the developer, because they did do a lot of work with that. Then go get the paid version. So, yeah, items flow manager is your game. Basically, you can dump your games with it and back up saves and all that kind of stuff as well. You want to download cover arts now. And you can just configure all the stuff inside here. So if you press the settings button, dumper path, check for updates. You can dump it, uninstall it, change the icon if you wanted to, change the app name if you wanted to. You can move it to a USB drive if you want to. The reason I got this Slim was because it was the 1 terabyte model, which helped a lot. So yeah, this is basically your library of games. You could just launch it from here if you wanted to. You can use this as your launcher too. So yeah, pretty cool. We're going to be doing the giveaway just in a few seconds here. I'm going to grab a drink of water and nearly missed this. Just seeing it reminds me of the Wii Flow. Yeah, the Wii Flow actually does look like that, doesn't it? With the stacked tiles like that. So I tried to hack my Wii recently using newer method, I guess. And I couldn't get it hacked for the life of me. I don't know why. Maybe I was just doing something wrong that day. I've hacked Wii's in the past and never had as many issues as that. So we're gonna get the names ready here. I have them all. I have them all ready. So anybody that commented on that one video got an entry. I've already gathered all the names. So P4 tool entries. I think it was. Yeah, I don't remember that guy's name now. Anyway, so they changed the app on the Play Store. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I thought it used to be called Moopin for the base one, and then the other one was the pro version was just M64. But yeah, so that's, I don't know, it works well. I was playing on it on the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro or the Retroid Pocket 2 Plus earlier today, and I was like, this is really a good little handheld for playing N64, and it really is. So I commented, and I am here. Awesome. Let me see. Let's double check that. How's it going, gamer Greggy? Welcome. Doesn't say you commented, Juggalo. Oh, maybe your username is different. Because what it gathers is all your at users. So there it is. Yeah, you're right there at Sean Pierce. So, that is your handle name, right? So that is the name that will pop up. So just remember that differences between your actual game name or your gamer tag, or not your game YouTube name, your gamer tag. Maybe that's your gamer tag too. My gamer tag is Mr. DNA, so it's completely different. If you guys ever want to add me on whatever, you can find me pretty easily. Or if you see me online or something, then you'll know it's me. I don't hide my gamer tag. So yeah. So you are in there, Sean Pearson. I'm watching on my Odin 2 Mini. Awesome there, gamer Greggy. Are you enjoying that thing? You finally got yourself an Odin 2? Hope I commented either way. Great watching, McGee. So there's 630. Like I said, I'm not going to be going through everybody's names. I will double check yours quick, but I'm not going to go through who commented and not. And then you are in there, McBee. Awesome. So yeah, so everybody, so I use the random commenting picker tool. I pay a membership for that so that I can actually export all these and everything. So that is something that is benefit of that tool. So this .org code for me. So this is the tool that I use. And yeah, I have a premium membership. If I copy and paste my video link in here, I can actually export all of the comments and the stuff. So random.org wants me to verify that I'm a human. So I have to figure out how to log in here first. Oh, so just give me a couple seconds here while I get this prepped because got changed a whole bunch of stuff the other day because somebody was trying to log into my account and I had to change a whole bunch of passwords. That was pretty sketchy. I'm not a crazy old person either. There was actually somebody tried to log into my account. For a chance to win. Well, there's 630 comments on the one video. So if you commented on that video, there could be a chance. There's 3 of them. I'm giving away 3, right? So oh, cool. Figured it out, guys. We're good to go. So so good luck to everybody. I'm going to show you guys the screen in a second here. You probably just saw that. Okay, so I'm going to put everything on the screen in a second here, and I'm just going to keep an eye. I'm going to move my mic around. Sorry if that broke your brains. So we're going to go with P4 tool number 1 out of 3. So total rounds. So how this works is we basically roll a dice on the screen. Not really sure what you can see here because their camera. You guys get to see different angle. There we go. How's it going? You guys get to see all the behind the scenes stuff. Not really. There. I only have a cheap webcam because I don't really use my webcam very often. So I got all the names ready. So these are all the names from the main video. I'm going to put those all in first. And we're going to put these all right here. I have all of the names for the other video as well. So let's open that up. Tool. The number tool. So there was only 32 people that commented on that video. 32 comments on that video out of, I think there's like almost 2,000 views on that video now. And yeah, only 32 people commented because they didn't make it to the 5-minute mark, I guess. So the 5-minute mark, go to that video for a second. So hack your PS4 with this new adapter. This one, I'm gonna put it on the screen. I think it's gonna be kind of funny. via just
Via
an
just
oversized
an
oversized. Can you hear that? So hold on, where is it? Where is it? Right here. And versions lower. I didn't get to watch those yet. Yeah, I released that video 2 days ago, and I basically said, hey, if you make it this far into the video, then you would just get extra entries into this. It's just kind of a bonus, and like I said, I do that all the time. So you guys watch my videos because like there's almost 25,000 gamers on the channel, and sometimes I only get like 500 views. Yeah, so these were the extra entries. So you got extra entries. These were the main entries, and then this was, where's all of them? Right here. We have this one, or two. Yeah. Okay, so these are all the entries right here. Now I need to open up, I don't know why it keeps opening up this tab in a second. All members. Oh, right here. Okay. So YouTube members that have been members for 3 months plus, they get double their entries. So I'm going to be copying all of these names. Pasting them twice in here. I know it seems like a lot. Really kind of is, I guess. And I'm going to put those right here. Those that have been members for just shy of 3 months or less. These are you. So they get extra entries no matter what. And then we have one right here. Okay. Close this down. This is all these P4 tool. And again, I'm doing this 3 times, right? So I know which one this is. So here we go. Now for our Patreon members, I have Patreon members as well. They all get the same thing. So members, entries, P4 entries. As of... And all my Patreons have been members for more than 3 months, which is awesome. Thank you, everybody, being members. Gamer Greggy, you're one of them. And I think Red Rum came in recently. So these are all the entries, all of the entries for the P4 tool. And I'm going to save this. If you commented on that video that I said to comment on, then yes, you gain an entry for free. If you commented on the other video from 2 days ago, you gain extra entries. If you're a member, you gained extra entries as well. I keep forgetting the camera's right there now. I keep looking over there for some reason. And now we're going to roll the dice. It's just going to be a 2D die at 6 rolls. So we're going to go with 4 rounds for the very first one. So good luck to whoever wins one of these. 3 of them, all brand new in a box, shipped out to you. They're going to be shipped out via bubble mailer. I'll send you a picture of everything as well before it gets shipped out. Yes, I'll ship it out globally as long as it's not going to cost me $100 to ship a little thing like that, obviously. So let's begin the giveaway. Good luck. Suspension for the very first giveaway. 4 rounds, very quick and easy. Begin giveaway. Wish to continue. So at Navco won the first round of that one, but we got to go through all the rounds. Sammy Hoizain. I like to try to pronounce some people's names. It doesn't. That's hard to pronounce. Next round, we got Link Rousel. John Vango was second. Truthful Joe. In the final round, drum roll, having fun. Rip Michael. Wayne Loke, you have won the very first out of all 3 of these giveaway. Your name is going to be taken out of the next round, obviously, so you don't win twice. If you want to get your hands on this awesome tool, then send me an email. I will put all of the names in a post later on today, hopefully by the time I'm done doing this live. I have to go pick up my kids after, so yeah, so after I'm done doing this live, now we're going to run another giveaway. What's company name? So it's P4 Tool. Thanks, Rip Michael. I'm nervous. I'm shaking on my chair. Yeah, so basically you need to just go to the website. Chev, you haven't been in his Odin giveaways. Yeah, I did announce that today too there, Gamer Greggy, actually, for the PlayStation one. So you can gain an entry for that. So new giveaway. So that is the first giveaway. So P4 Tool, number 2. Roll the dice. So I'm going to look for his name. We're going to take that out. Make sure he's not in here anymore. Oh. Save it. Highlight and copy. Total rounds. Roll the dice. Drum roll. 6 rounds. Going for the second one. So the first one, Wayne ended up winning. I think that was his name. Wayne something. Wayne Loke. Wayne Loke. Okay. I'm not going to write the names on these because they're all just the same thing in each box. Let's go. Begin the giveaway. Stop trying to push them at Michael. Begin the giveaway. Doyne Mountain, round 1. Gennady Veliko, round 2. Gizzy 2K84, round 3. And don't forget, these are your handle names, so don't just try to pay attention to what your handle name is. Hidan at round 1 or round 4. Round 5 is Chad Park Hill. We got one more round. Curtis Johnson was second place for this one. And we got Takaru at round number 6. Congratulations, Takaru. You have won one of the P4 tools. And again, like I mentioned before, if you want to send me an email, my email is in the About page on my YouTube channel. So we got Takaru for number 2 giveaway. So round 2, round 1. And if you don't want to accept the giveaway and you want to move on to the next person, I can come here. I will give it to the second place winner. Okay, that's how it's going to go. I will come back to the giveaway and just give it to the second place winner rather than having to rerun a whole giveaway again. And if that second place winner doesn't want it, then I'll go to the third place and then I won't go any further than that. And I'll just rerun a new giveaway or something. So good luck, guys, for the next one. We have 3 to give away. New giveaway. So P4 tool number 3. Roll the dice in a second. We need to take out Takaru. Woo. Here you are. And he was a member. I knew that for sure. So we got Takaru. Takaru. The reason why his name was in there twice was because he's been a member for more than 3 months. And he's out. Next round, you're going to roll the dice. Maybe we'll get a long one. And we got 7 rounds again. Here we go. Lucky number 7. So good luck, Michael. Good luck, Michael number 2. Rip Michael and Michael Derej. There's 2 Michaels in here. What company's name? So it's P4. Just look up the P4 tool. I put the description or the name of the company in the description and where you can buy it. You can buy it on AliExpress. Hey, Gamer Greggy made it to round 1, but you don't win though. Ryan Anderson at round number 2 or second place. We got at Minjingjo. We have Nizam Kabing. The ones that don't have the @ symbols in front of their names, those are usually the members on Patreon as well. So that's why they don't have @ symbols. We got Link Rousel at round 4. Round number 5, Sammy was on. Christopher Perovic at round number 6. Drum roll. That's awesome. 7 rounds. We got one more round to go. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Don't forget, we're doing other giveaways. I'm doing the Odin 2 giveaway as well. 25,000 subscribers. There's a giveaway coming. I'm going to be announcing that next week with a video. And yeah, so that's going to be awesome. It's for the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro if you guys want to know. I told you guys I'm going to be giving that away as well with the last giveaway, but there will be another video about how to get extra entry for that as well. So drum roll. Here we go. Drum roll on the table. Final round. Good luck. Jay Awesome, you have won a P4 tool. Congratulations. Send me an email because I will send this off as soon as possible, probably by, well, today's Friday, so it'll be sent off by Monday. morning. I'll drop it off at the post office inside of a bubble mailer, unless you haven't contacted me yet. And I usually give a few days. It's the weekend, so hopefully you'll be able to see this. But I'm going to basically send a message to the winners via post after I'm done with this. Why did that not copy and paste? And let everybody know that they have won. The ones that won, congratulations. Thank you all the members that have been members all this time. Thank you for everybody for jumping in and watching my videos, because that does help a lot. And that last video for this was pretty awesome to see that almost 100,000 of you watched it. So congratulations to the winners. I knew it was going to be awesome. What, my video? Jay awesome. Congrats, winners. So yeah, again, if they don't want it, I will let you guys know, hey, so-and-so didn't want theirs. I'm going to be giving it to the next person. So maybe Rip Michael, maybe you'll win. So, and again, there's other giveaways. There's going to be other giveaways. And if you want to go buy one of these, they are about $30 Canadian on AliExpress. So they're not too expensive. And it is a really good tool if you want to, put your PS4 back to work again. If it's been sitting there collecting dust for a while and it is on versions 11 or below, and you want to use it for an emulation device in your bedroom or something, which is what I'm going to be doing with, basically. So have a nice day, guys. I am going to be signing off, and I'm going to be doing the announcement. Congratulations once again for the giveaway for all 3 of these for each one of you. And who knows, maybe there'll be another giveaway for another one in the future. Take care. Bye-bye. I'm definitely going to try and get one. AliExpress. Oh, really? Yes. AliExpress. I put a link in this chat. And in the description of this video. So if you want to go get one, then it's expensive here, bro. I think it's on Wish too. So if you go to the website here, I know I was trying to sign off here, but give me a second. Download. It's right here. There you go. How do you enter for the Odin 2? Well, I said that at the beginning, so if you want to enter for the Odin 2, you need to jump over to the PlayStation Series playlist. The very first video in the PlayStation Series playlist. Watch that. That'll explain how you can enter for the Odin 2. Right now, there's about 5 videos released in that PlayStation Series playlist. You could have 5 entries. You can get extra entries by becoming a member. Members get entries no matter what. That's just extra incentive that I've given members because you're members. And I appreciate anybody that comes to the channel, including members, obviously, because they pay me a little bit for continuing on with the channel, right? So that does help a lot. So there you go. There's the link. And yeah, if you want to go join and get your entries in for the giveaway for the Odin 2, then just go watch that video and you'll be able to just get entries by commenting on the video, certain things. Like I said, the one video you have to comment, I like apples. So that is just one thing I do. So have a nice day. I am getting off here now, and it's getting a little bit warm in my office. The air conditioner. So bye. Congratulations once again. As I always say at the end of my videos,